What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. It is Tuesday, and I am excited because today we find out a lot about every roster in the NFL. We're going to break that down and so much more. We got a lot of things that we're going to discuss, but before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you hit that like button. Let your friends and family members know about Fourth and Forever. This is one of the fastest growing midday sports shows. And anywhere, period. All right. We're taking over the NFL. So hit that like button. If you're new, make sure you subscribe right now. And shout out to our proud sponsor, RotoWire. This stream is being sponsored by RotoWire. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. We'll talk more on that later in the show. But without further ado, what's up, Richie and Dio?
Wow, TD, you're a great host, dude. That's crazy.
Baby, I'm trying. Let's go.
Wow.
And
all right, shout out.
I already know, Richie. Hold on. I already know everybody, all the people in the audience. Where's Dan? What happened to Dan? Well, unfortunately, he didn't make the 53-man roster. He was cut. All right. We went ahead and picked up Dion. He was the highest rated free agent, but don't take his advice, and we're gonna get into that as we move forward. But let's go, Richie. It's on you. Let's get it.
Yeah, I don't think you were the one. I don't think Dan was the one that got cut. I thought it was you.
Miami Dolphins select.
Oh, wow.
Tua Tagovailoa.
The Miami Dolphins have released TD Finn's talk, and man, does that make Dolphins fans happy. I feel like they're going to win a Super Bowl now with you being officially released from the fan base.
I'm filing a grievance through the NFLPA. Yeah.
All jokes aside, shout out to everybody tuning in. I was live for 3 hours this morning, and if you are coming from my show this morning on Jets Media, thank you so much for coming on here. This is Fourth and Forever. We're trying to get as many people to this show as possible. And we got the man, the myth, the legend, Dose of Dion filling in for Dan Mitchell this week. Dan is traveling this week, so there's a lot of people this morning in my chat like, Richie, where's Dan? Why is he not live? It's Bill's 53-man roster. I'm with you now. I'm like, yeah, Dan won't be on Fourth and Forever either, but that's all good. We got Troy in the house. Dose of Dion, how you doing, bro?
Man, I'm good. TD, was that like a real reaction to them drafting Tua? Do we have that reaction?
No, that was a chop up. That was a chop up. I mean, we knew they were going to draft. Everybody knew they were going to draft Tua.
So you were hyped.
I wasn't a fan of it, but that wasn't my reaction. That's just a chop up. So,
okay, I like that. Who made that?
Ask Richie.
Some
Richie
hater.
made
I don't
that?
know. No, I didn't. Do you
I
think I waste my time editing stuff for him?
I thought it was good. That was good.
Yeah, they funny. They funny, aren't they, Dion?
I liked it. Yeah, that's good work.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate the work. It's good to be here, man.
Well, just so you guys know, TD is hosting today, so let's see how that goes.
Oh boy. Well. First and foremost, Richie thinks I done lost my hosting skills. So y'all hit that like button. Let's get it. All right, man. First of all, at the top of the show, we want to give some special love. Because sometimes in life, love is just floating everywhere. Love is in the NFL. As we congratulate Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift on getting engaged. They are officially engaged. She took it to the Rose Garden, Travis, man. That's what's up, man. He gets down and he proposes to Taylor. And obviously she said, I do, because she said, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Firecrackers. Boom, 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 all that good stuff. So congratulations to them. We wish them the very best.
TD, no one cares. Okay, I don't want. This is what I'm saying, bro. Why are we giving you this opportunity to host? That's what you open the show with?
I'm just saying, this is NFL worthy. Every player in the NFL should be appreciative of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, because the views the NFL has gotten has allowed them to accelerate the salary cap even more.
I got so many new people tuning into this show that's never been watching before, and now this is what they see. They're gonna click off.
Look, Jamie said it, man. Richie hating on love. That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. Richie is hating on love. In other news, speaking of weddings, Tyreek Hill is officially divorced, so 2,000 yards has been officially confirmed this season. Look for him to go after it, all right? So there you have it on the rumor report for the NFL. And let's get into football now. X's and O's on the field, all right? as we all know, there are several cuts being made right now. There was also a big signing. Miami Dolphins have signed a Super Bowl winning cornerback. All right. This is a huge blockbuster move for the Miami Dolphins. Rasul Douglas has signed a 1-year, $3 million contract with the Miami Dolphins. This is huge, especially after Miami released Mike Hilton, which Dion's going to be able to tell us more about that. But what are your thoughts, Richie, on the Miami Dolphins bringing Super Bowl pedigree in the building?
TD, what team is he coming from?
You tell me.
Why are you saying Super Bowl pedigree if he's coming from the Buffalo Bills?
No, he's won a Super Bowl before. I mean, he's been on the roster with a Super Bowl. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, this is who the Miami Dolphins are. They just put Band-Aids over a giant problem. I mean, it's just like they're at the stage of their organization where they see giant holes. They're like, oh my God, this is bad. Okay, let's scrap for the most washed up players. Oh, Rasul Douglas. Yeah, let's get him. Maybe that will help. I mean, this is not moving no needle. You guys have one of the worst cornerback rooms in the league, and Rasul Douglas is not going to change that. He's not with the Bills for a reason anymore. And listen, I mean, what's with the Miami Dolphins being obsessed with washed up Buffalo Bills players from the secondary? First it was Jordan Poyer, and now it's Rasul Douglas? I mean, I don't understand what the infatuation is with that, but hey, good luck. I mean, if this is what's going to hype up the Miami Dolphins of making a move like this a week before the season, then so be it. But it does not move the needle at all. I still think your secondary is pretty not good.
Let's hear from Dion, or a true non-biased opinion on the matter that can give some respect to the signing. Go ahead, Dion.
Yeah, no, I'm shocked at what Richie was saying there, to be honest with you. If you look at this this depth chart, Richie, we're talking about Ethan Robinson, Cornell Armstrong, Jason Marshall, and you're going to tell me that's not a good secondary. See, this is the problem, right?
Those are Madden-generated players.
Hey, they're cooked, bro. No, man, this is bad. This is really bad. You gotta help me understand something. How did Mike Hilton play 2 snaps? Did he get hurt? He had to get hurt. How did he play 2 snaps? Did he start the game? Because honestly, I thought he would be your best cornerback. Like, truly, I'm looking at it. I still feel that way. So this is surprising. Look, in all honesty, I actually like the Rasul Douglas swing. Why not? You know what I mean? Like, I just named their cornerback room. Why not? He's probably going to start. He probably fits pretty well into what you're looking for. Be his own corner. Maybe he'll take the ball away a little bit for you, TD. Like, I actually think Rasul's solid. But I just don't understand the Mike Hilton thing. You got to explain that to me. What happened there?
Well, Mike Hilton just didn't work out for the Miami Dolphins. He didn't make enough plays. Just wasn't good plays. Yeah, exactly. He didn't make enough plays in camp. So we're struggling at the position. But if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it didn't Rasul Douglas win a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles?
I don't think so. No. He was with Buffalo and Green Bay.
No, Rasul Douglas he was a rookie with the Philadelphia Eagles. His first 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
He was with the Eagles in 2017 to 2019.
And when did the Eagles win the Super Bowl again?
2019, was it? 2017. Where he didn't start.
As a rookie?
Yeah. All right, you got a Super Bowl winning guy.
Yeah, that's what we bringing in. But no, listen, Rasul Douglas is older. He's about to be maybe, I think, 31 in 3 days from now. Get him in the building. Let's see what he got. I mean, to y'all point, if I'm going to be honest about it, look at that room. It can't hurt.
Yeah, what is that room? Can you say those list of names, Troy?
I thought
you made up names.
Yeah,
but don't look at it that way, Richie. Because sometimes guys that you don't know make a name for themselves.
Then why are they signing
in Miami?
A guy that's about to turn 31 years old? Like, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Death.
Death? Yeah,
maybe
death,
he starts.
not death. Yeah, death.
I mean,
the current state of the Miami Dolphins is so obvious. It's like they know, like, that this is it, and they're like, "Oh, who's available? Who could help us? You come, please save us." It's just panic moves, all washed up players. The Jets have been down this path many times in the past. I know what this stage that you're at. I understand it. Good luck.
TD, we did forget. Y'all did sign a dog, though. We didn't even talk about Cam Dantzler. No excitement. Maybe that's why Mike Hilton got released, because Cam Dantzler's now in the building.
Who?
Y'all signed him. Y'all signed him like 2 days ago.
All right.
No, he's good. I like.
You're
Well, I
the
did
last
like
person
Vikings.
you told
That's
me
the
that
Vikings.
was good just got
You
cut,
didn't-
and that was Mike Hilton.
I'm
I
really
can't
questioning
take
your
your word,
GM right
Dion.
now. I'm
Well,
questioning
maybe
your GM
maybe
right
you might be right, Dion. You might be on to something. Questioning the GM. But enough about the
That's nice.
Dolphins. Rasul Douglas is a Dolphin. Maybe he can help. I just don't understand with Miami. They love bringing in ex-Bills, Jets, and Patriots players, and they never work out for Miami. But you never know. Maybe he, gets back to his purest form and helps this team, win a Super Bowl. You never know. But ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, we want you to know about our Patreon. If you want to come in and talk ball with us, ask a question, make a comment, whatever it may be, make sure that you go to the link in the description of the video and sign up for the Patreon. You'll be allowed access backstage, and we'll bring you on between the show here and there so that we can talk about some of the things that's on your mind in regards to the NFL. All right, so join the Patreon. Supporting the channel is supporting us and the Patreon. Thank y'all for that. And speaking of Patreon, James Goldsmith is in the building. What's up, James?
Oh, just having a wonderful day. How are you?
I'm great. I'm
Great,
great.
James.
Talk to us.
Wanted to talk to you guys about the acquisition of the recent Bills veterans. Richie, I loved Harrison Phillips when he was Bill. I think you just had a huge acquisition getting him, because he was always a beast against the run, and matching him up with Quinnen Williams in the middle, I just think that's going to be very, very, very hard. And I'm saying for, like Ray Davis and Jimbo Cook to get through that, I think everybody's going to have a big problem getting through that DT line.
I remember going up against Harrison Phillips twice a year when he was in Buffalo. He was a force.
Yeah, the one question I have for you is, because Minnesota was so good last year, I actually saw like half their games, and it seemed to me that Phillips just didn't have a very good year last year. I'm not good at evaluating. I don't know how to evaluate defensive tackles, but he looked a step slower, or like he wasn't working. One, do you guys have a different take on that? I mean, was he just as good last year? And if you don't have a different take, was it the scheme, or was it age catching up with him? That's my question.
I think even TD brought this up. TD knows the scheme very well in Minnesota because of Brian Flores. He's not a good scheme fit, and I think that's a big reason why Minnesota wanted to get rid of him, and they also have a lot of young guys behind him that they want to give them the opportunity. And I feel like the scheme was not the fit, and he was the starter and the captain for the Minnesota Vikings, the Batman of that defensive line. So now he's coming to the Jets, and now he's going to be the Robin to Quinnen Williams, and I think that's only going to open him up. So he doesn't need to be the guy. He's not going to take a lot of double teams, and if he does take double teams, then it's Quinnen that's going to be able to eat one-on-one. So I don't look at last year's regression so much. He's 29 years old, and we don't need him to be a dominant force. We just need him to do his job, which is be a leader on this football team, provide a winning identity, and being that rock against the run. So hopefully that'll be the case, and we appreciate the call, James, and we really appreciate all the support.
Yeah, great question for James there. One thing I will say is that's one of the most underrated moves for the Jets this offseason. That move right there. This guy is actually a beast, in my opinion. You got to think about the scheme. Brian Flores loves to deploy a lot of zero blitz looks. Now, they come with it, but a lot of times they back three out of it. You'll have six guys on the D-line, and you don't know who's coming, and they back three out. So when they back three out, what a lot of people don't realize, Brian Flores also sends three-man rushes a lot too. And when you got three-man rushes, you get a lot of double teams, and you want to be versatile in who you back out in the coverage. And Phillips just wasn't one of those guys that can drop back in the center of the field and maybe cover that middle on, exotic stunts and stuff. So the speed and all of that just wasn't there. Brian Flores prefers undersized tackles at that position. So that's all it was. He's going to be amazing for the Jets, though, but we'll see. Time always tells. But thanks so much, James. That was an example of a Patreon caller. But let's move on. We got more backstage we're going to get to in just a moment. But before we do, we got to talk about this Trey Hendrickson extension or not extension, just locking him down this year. Trey Hendrickson, ladies and gentlemen, has inked his deal with the Cincinnati Bengals just for 1 year, and that's this year. He gets a $14 million raise, giving him $30 million this year, and guess what? He is actually a unrestricted free agent next year. So whether they tag him or just let him walk after the season, they have found a way to get him on the field this year. Let's start with Dion. What are your thoughts here on this move? Wise by the Bengals or playing games?
Yeah, it's weird because I don't know what the long-term plan is. I mean, I just still think the long-term plan is not to have him, but I feel like giving him the 1-year deal, they're going to try to figure out how to make this thing work, because letting him walk and getting a third-round pick if he plays well because someone gives him a big contract, at best, just doesn't seem to make a ton of sense. I also think that they're trying to win, so I don't really view it as, hey, halfway through the year, maybe we trade him away. I mean, I guess if they're really bad, they could consider doing that and then potentially get the most out of it, where it's like, hey, we trade him and we got half the season with him. Maybe that's something they could look at. But this gives me the sense that it's great for this year, of course. They needed it. They absolutely needed it. But it gives me the sense that as we go forward here, that they're going to look to try to get something done, and they're going to try to keep him around, even if they have to slow play this all the way through.
And if they don't trade him during the season, or they're trying to work out a deal but they can't come up with one, wouldn't it be wiser to tag and trade so they can get better than a third-round pick, maybe?
Yeah, you'd have to do something like that. Now, I don't know what their financials look like though next year, so I don't even know if they can clear that kind of cap space. I mean, maybe if I mean, I guess we could look into maybe if the Chase and the Higgins deal and those kind of things, the cap numbers are low enough, maybe they could play that kind of game. But I don't know where that's lined up. I would assume, based on what you said there, it might be true where they might have lower cap hits early for them, so they have enough flexibility next year to just hold the money in the meantime and then make that move. Maybe that is possible. I'll have to look at that.
What about you, Richie? What's your thoughts on this move? Big one for Cincinnati.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer for them. I think it's a good move for both teams. It's going to give Trey Hendrickson a pay raise. It is going to give the Cincinnati Bengals their big upgrade that they desperately need. We all know the narrative with the Bengals is they need to defend because their offense is fantastic, but their defense has been the issue. He's coming off, 17 and a half sacks last year, which is just absurd. So he definitely deserves a nice payday. And now it's just up to the Cincinnati Bengals to give Joe Burrow the support that he desperately deserves, because man, was last year hard to watch if you're a Bengals fan, seeing this team go out there and constantly just give up big leads and not able to get the job done. But big time news, and I think it's a positive for the Cincinnati Bengals. And now Dan Mitchell shaking in his boots of this move. He was hoping this wasn't going to happen, but now he should be. He should be worried.
Well, you know what's interesting about the $14 million raise this year? Built into the contract is something like, as long as he plays 60% of the snaps, he gets another bonus, and then an additional bonus if they make the playoffs. So you see where their priorities are. They don't want to, invest crazy and he gets hurt. So there's a bonus to stay healthy and making the playoffs. If they do that, he gets another bonus. So interesting, man. I just think that the Bengals are going to be a 180 team this year. I think they're going to win 12 plus games. I think this team is going to be on fire. And the defense can't be any worse. The defense can't be any worse. You can go from 32nd to 31st. You can't be any worse. So, and that offense, I think they're just going to gel even more. They're one of the most dangerous offenses in the league. Let me ask y'all this. Do they have the best offense in the NFL?
I don't know, Dion.
Or the most dangerous?
No. The Lions may have something to say about that.
Oh my God.
Well, I thought TD was going to say the Dolphins.
Come on.
Oh, no. I mean, we're probably top three, but I'm talking about the number one. But seriously, the Bengals offense, is that?
Yeah, I would say it's the
best
number.
in the league?
I would say it's up there as the best. I can put the Eagles up there. The Bills definitely deserve credit. They scored the most points in the league last year. What, TDC? This is your hater hat on.
No, you scored the most points, but come on,
what do you mean
man.
You scored the most points?
What
was the offense's job?
One position, the quarterback. That's it. Why do we keep bringing the Bills up when they
Because they had the number one scoring offense. I don't care about their roster. I don't care about no personnel. I don't care about who's doing it. It's about the production. and on all that. Who cares about the actual talent?
Context matters. They scored a lot of points on teams that were down in down moments, like the Lions. They played the Lions, put up a buku amount of points, but because the Lions were hurt, everybody on that defense was hurt. So it was going to be a shootout. Bills got fortunate with that all across most of their games. That's why they got spanked early on against Baltimore when they were healthy. So
do you know what team I think is going to creep back up there and remind the world that they are the best offense in the league?
Yeah.
The Chiefs.
Oh, well, why?
Because they kind of took a step back offensively last year.
No. Travis Kelce's on his way out. He's over here engaging. This is his last season, probably. This is a farewell tour. And Patrick Mahomes has learned, okay, let me just take what they give me in the Florida offense. I don't have a Tyreek burner anymore. Let's just be smart and we'll win. We got a good coach, good system. They're not an explosive offense at all. At all, Richie. And they don't have
You're looking at last year. I'm projecting this year.
No, they don't even have the potential to be explosive. They have the potential to be solid and just keep it moving, keep on going. And
so how would you rank the top 5 offenses? I think
Chiefs
it would be in no order. The teams are definitely the Bills, Ravens, Lions, Bengals, Eagles. Who am I missing?
I want to ask y'all something because I like that.
Washington,
Dallas, or Cincinnati? How big is the gap offensively?
Dallas or Cincinnati?
Dallas is kind of an unknown just because Dak was hurt last year and they have a new coach.
It's big though, Dion. It's actually big.
You think it's big?
But it can change because we got to see this version with a healthy Dak, because you can go to the year before. They were very potent. The year before they were very potent. It was Dak's best year as a pro. I still don't have that version better than the Bengals.
That's fair. I just don't know how big the gap is. I don't know if that's big. I would buy the Dallas O-line first. I don't love either running back for either side, and they got a strong receiving core just like Cincinnati does. Of course, I'm taking Joe Burrow over Dak, but I just didn't think the gap was that massive when he really start go personnel.
I like the Bengals system better in the playmakers they have within the system. Like you don't have to be open in Cincinnati. You got players that'll snatch the ball. T. Higgins, handsy guy. Chase, possession guy. Chase is the ultimate receiver. I mean, you go to Dallas, CD is within the flow, and he's great, but it's in the flow. It ain't like CD out here with these Justin Jefferson type catches, in my opinion. So, no.
CD's got that. CD's got that superstar.
CD's just amazing and puts up numbers. He's amazing, but
I think CD's the third best receiver in the league.
I would throw the Rams in there, man.
Hold on. Richie trolling right now. So
we all know
Jamar Chase is number 1. So who do you have as number 2?
Justin Jefferson.
Oh, okay. Making sure you ain't putting Garrett Wilson nowhere past 10.
What do you think?
Just making sure. And you say CD number 3? Yep. Over Tyreek Hill, man. Y'all are
over Tyreek Hill.
Y'all are funny.
Tyreek Hill is done. He's not Tyreek Hill of old anymore.
Y'all are funny. Okay, that's hilarious. Y'all let us know in the chat, man.
Someone asked me where I get my information from. I'll be honest. I got that stat from Dan. Dan says that all the time. If that's false,
Which one?
That the Bills scored the most points last year?
It's probably false.
I think that's right.
Dan Mitchell is my source with that. He always says that the Buffalo Bills scored the most.
The offense or the team? Because remember, their defense had a historic amount of takeaways.
I don't know, but Dan would always say that the Bills offense scored the most points. They're their number 1 scoring offense in the league. That's my source, Dan Mitchell.
Well,
so is he wrong?
It's good to have over 40 turnovers and have the ball in your red zone starting out a lot more than everybody else. I'm just saying.
The Bills are number 1 at something offensively. Was it not that? What was it?
They were losing in the AFC
maybe the most touchdowns
games. Losing in the AFC Championship games. Number 1, undisputed.
So apologies if that stat was wrong. I should have double checked it myself. Maybe I don't know.
Let's just focus on points per game. Let's just do that. Points per game.
All right. So who had highest points per game?
Lions. 33.2, I think. I mean, just keep it simple. We're doing too much.
That's that's what it's supposed to be. That means the Lions has scored the most points because points per game. Everybody played the same amount. Now, are they including playoffs?
No.
I hope not.
No.
Just regular season. And the Lions
regular season.
scored the most points in the NFL. Everybody played 17 games, so if they had the highest average, they scored the most.
Yeah, so actually, the Ravens are not first either.
Damn, and feeding us fake news. All this
The Ravens are not first either. I have it right here. The Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions have the highest scoring offense in the NFL last year. It's 564 total points, 33.2 points per game. Bills second, Ravens third.
All to get bounced in the first round.
Cincinnati's in there. Tampa Bay, that's a good one. Tampa Bay's a good one.
That is interesting.
That's a good old line.
That's
and they have a dog running back.
Hmm.
No changes.
That is really interesting. Baltimore, wow.
We have someone in the chat calling us undisputed, and this show is great.
Nice.
Shout out the Jets forever.
That's what's up. All right, man. Let's bring in another Patreon member. Flix is in the building. What's going on, Flix?
Yo. What's up, guys?
What's going on, Flix?
All right. So I know you guys talking about top offenses. It's gonna be us with Quinn Ewers. We're gonna be top one. Okay. You guys gonna see week 16 to 18. Quinn Ewers gonna lead us to the playoffs and maybe to Super Bowl. Never know. Because you already know what's happening week 16 to week 18. We already know.
Richie.
We already know. Richie. Come on, Richie. Quinn Ewers will dominate the Jets. All right. And the Bills. Do not forget the Bills. We will dominate them this year.
Quinn Ewers?
Yes, Quinn Ewers. Okay, he's better than your Justin Fields quarterback.
He's not even better than Zach Wilson.
Yes, he is. All right.
That's not.
So, no, okay. Hold up. He is not. He is better than Zach Wilson. All right.
No.
Yes, he
Zach
is.
Wilson played better in the preseason.
No. Quinn Ewers actually helped us win the game.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Flix, man. Thanks so much for coming through, Flix. But Flix might be on to something.
Oh,
because
God.
the Jets, no, in this regard, the Jets are in trouble because the Jets actually waived their star wide receiver, former third-round pick, Malachi Corley. It's over. So what happened? Didn't y'all draft him last year? Didn't you draft him in the third round last year?
Did you just say star?
I'm just saying this. He was the best receiver on y'all roster, pretty much. Garrett might got a little bit of an edge.
No, he was never the best receiver on the roster.
What happened, though? He just got drafted in the third round. Usually teams give a third rounder at least 3 years. And they move on that quick?
Yeah, weird stuff happened. Really weird stuff happened with Malachi Corley. So, yes, the New York Jets officially released Malachi Corley. And I don't know if you guys saw the report from Connor Hughes, but right when I saw it, and this was, I knew he was going to get cut even before this, but read this. Last year, the New York Jets traded for Devontae Adams, and Malachi Corley was wearing number 17. So Devontae wants his number, right? Devontae goes up to the rookie. Hey, Rook, can I get my number 17 for $20,000? Malachi's like, nah, I want $117,000.
Wow.
He asked for over $100,000 more. He also reportedly did not want to play special teams because he thought he should be a starting receiver, and he's not expected to even make the team this year, which he was cut. This right here is a perfect example of character issue. Arrogance. He walked in the NFL and expected everything to be handed to him and not earned. That's the type of player that's going to get cut, especially by Aaron Glenn. So, and what?
Did he get the 117?
Yeah, Devontae got it. He gave it up. I don't know what price they actually agreed on. Maybe Devontae's like, all right, bro, I'll give you the money. I don't know. But like that right there is crazy. And I was at practice like many times this year. I'm watching him out there. He looks like not good. He does not look like a wide receiver that has anything. He's stiff. He was known as the Yak King in Western Kentucky, and he does no wiggle at all, no separation. There's undrafted free agent wide receivers the Jets brought in this year looks better than him. So this is not shocking, but I mean, it's definitely upsetting. And the worst part about this is how much our previous coaching staff and our previous front office loved him and did everything in their power to draft him last year. They traded up in the third round. They'll do whatever it takes, get this guy. They had no plan for him, and then he comes in the building and does stuff like this. So definitely unfortunate wasting a third-round pick last year, but he was drafted from the past regime. But yeah, man, Malachi Corley's days with the New York Jets is done. His highlight in the NFL was fumbling the ball at the 1 yard line before he got in the end zone. Remember that play? That's all he's known for.
Wow, Dion, what you got on this one, man?
And this isn't going to be disrespect, but I would think about putting him at running back. I would think about making him a running back in the NFL. Like if what Richie's saying is true, which I believe that it is, I don't know how many systems you're actually going to be able to make it work at receiver. Because we know he has hands. Like, I think. I mean, at least in college he did. I don't know what it looked like with the Jets, but he had hands. But for what you're saying, if you're stiff as a receiver, like how many systems are we going to make it work? Because he's not a guy you're going to throw passes up to. He's not blazing fast on the field. So I don't know how many. I mean, outside of running like a high school offense where I'm throwing in bubble screens, how much can I actually put on his plate? I would think maybe you transition him to a big running back because he's going to catch the ball in the backfield. Maybe that's.
I think you hit it on the nail, Troy. That's what you have to do. Bubble screen. That's the only thing you can do. And even with the ball in his hands, he was known as the Yak King. Even with the ball in his hands, there's no like elusiveness. There's no quick feet. It's just, I'm going to lower my shoulder and think I'm going to run through you. Like, this isn't college. This isn't Western Kentucky. You can't break tackles like you did in the NFL. So he's the type of guy that's going to try to run through you instead of around you. But it never worked. Like, every time I tried to run through someone, he got tackled. So it was just a bad pick by the New York Jets. And I think the character is the big issue here. The character is the big issue.
That's a good.
Well, it don't matter now. He's been waived by the Jets, and we'll see if he gets picked up on waivers. If somebody want to take a flyer on him, or if he's going to sign to somebody's practice squad, time will tell. Man, that's a tough one. Man, you hate to see a draft pick like that, just like not even get 3 years, but. Hey, we shall see what it turns out to be. Real quick, we want to hit a few super chats. Gun M. Fern said, "Where's that Buffalo bum Dan? He's traveling right now, getting his mind right for the season." Tony765 says, "TD, stop lying to these people." Tony, I can't wait to see you at the event this year, man. You just make sure you be there, okay? One more Patreon member. Let's bring him in. Lino, what's going on, man?
Yeah, you know I'm making a beeline straight to TD.
Why?
He's right. Stop lying to these people. The Dolphins ain't gonna never be Dolphins of 2023. Y'all done for. Y'all ain't going to no playoffs. Y'all ain't winning this division. Get this delusion out your head. The Bills are better than y'all. Okay. We own y'all as usual, TD.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just cut it, man. Cut the BS, man.
Bro, I don't really have a rebuttal anymore. I'll see you week 3. You just keep that same.
You say it every year.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'll say. Are you going to the event, Lino, in Buffalo?
Breaking news. I'm not going to be going to that one. But
yeah. You knew. Yeah, I don't blame you. If my favorite team were the Bills, I wouldn't want to go see that massacre either. So
here's my thing, though, TD. I want you. I want CB, Glenn, all of y'all. Put your money where your mouth is. No more of this talk. None of this talk. We're going to put this bet on. If y'all going to beat us, fine. We don't have no problem betting against y'all. But we know y'all not going to beat us. Even you know. And the great Omar Kelly, you know, the person that we should have replaced you and stuff like that, even he knows. Come on, TD.
All right, man. Keep your delusion alive, Lino. We love you, brother.
Appreciate it. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Dan. I know he ain't here. But shout out to my man Dan.
All right, we'll see you later, bro. Man, oh man. Hey, real quick though, Dion, since you're here and we can get an unbiased opinion, I always love your unbiased opinions, you know? I mean, let's be honest, because these guys, they have a invested bias. Do you think Buffalo better than Miami?
TD, let's go to the next caller, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not the topic we want to do.
Wow, really?
I can't believe I gave TD the honors of being the host.
I was just curious if he was going to be honest or a hater himself, but I get it. It's fine.
Yeah, be honest. Fine. He was honest. He was completely honest to just completely just not even have that discussion.
All right. We better than the Jets.
See, now that's a discussion.
We
can have that discussion.
Yeah, that's a discussion.
I'm not confident, but I mean, look, what is Justin Fields? I'll tell you this. This is where I'm at, TD. If you gave me a roster and you said take the quarterbacks out of both spots, I would take the Jets roster. Mm-hmm. It just depends on what I'm getting out of the quarterback at this point. And
but so we got quarterback.
And does Justin Fields
What about the coaches? But
we have quarterback. He actually liked Mike
Yeah,
McDaniel.
I
by the way,
mean,
Richie.
I like
He
Tua
likes
in that
McDaniel.
offense. I think Tua's good at that offense, man. It
And
works.
we better than him. We better than the Jets. Oh man,
Better be. TD, I'll tell you this. TD, I'll say this. You better be better than Jets, because if you're not,
Richie, I ain't gonna lie. That would be the most embarrassing thing alive if the Jets do better than us this year.
the Jets finish above the Dolphins this year at the end of the season. You're not going to hear the end of it from me.
Oh
TD,
man,
you don't think the Jets have a good defense though? Like really, like they have a
Stacked.
really good defense, right?
not against our wide receivers. We cook them every year. The
Okay,
only
but-
time we don't cook the Jets is if we look at the scoreboard
See, this is
and we see the Denver Broncos winning and we're not going to make the playoffs. Oh, let them have it.
Losers
That's the only
mentality.
time.
Pure
That's the only
losers
time we don't
mentality.
cook. And
Yeah,
you know,
TD.
Dion, the
Let me ask
truth
you this.
is,
Okay.
I'm not worried about the Jets. I'm more worried about the Patriots up and coming this year.
Sure.
I'm way more worried about the Patriots up and coming.
Oh.
Richie don't give them no credit. He act like they're going to win 4 games. But that team with Mike Vrabel led, they're going to be good.
TD, let me ask you this though, because I heard you say
Their
this.
entire draft class last year
Yeah,
is
go
not
to
on the
8.
team anymore, by the way. Just want to say that
Mike
besides
Vrabel.
Drake May.
What
Go
do
ahead,
you
Dion.
think? But matching up with the Jets, Aaron Glenn's there. We know he wants to be physical at the line with his corners. He's got the corners to do it. You say that's a problem when the Dolphins have to deal with that. Don't you think that could be an issue this year? Like your
Yeah,
biggest advantage could be a little bit
first of
thrown
all,
off timing.
First of all, we giving Aaron Glenn too much credit. I've been playing this
I
game
don't
for two-
disagree. I don't disagree with that.
I've been playing this game for too long. Okay, we giving Aaron Glenn a little bit too much credit.
Well,
If
TD
anything, he was holding the Lions back. Y'all might be let loose this year.
Hey,
Y'all might be let
tone
loose.
now, TD. When we talk about the Lions, that's the issue.
Hey,
That's always
he
the
ain't a
issue with the
lion no
Lions.
more. He ain't a lion no more. Now y'all might be released. Y'all might.
Nah, see,
y'all might actually.
Y'all
do
tell
something.
me that's the reason we're taking a step back. TD, you tell me that. Don't do this. Don't do this, TD.
Well,
you love Aaron Glenn.
yeah,
Well, now
I get it.
now they're
but-
better without Glenn. Oh, that's the narrative
crazy.
you're going to spin?
See, now that's crazy.
Well, I don't know, but you don't know. We don't know. You never know. That's all I'm
Mm,
saying. But my
okay.
whole thing is the Jets. I never have a concern for the Jets because until they get their quarterback position solidified, it don't matter. It's not gonna matter. It
How many
just
points
won't.
per game did y'all score last year with Tua? Do you know?
No, I mean I don't remember. I mean
Like an
he
idea.
missed 6 games, so it was a rock and roll.
Let me ask Troy an objective question about the Jets and see what this is brought up. Do you think that the Jets can win games this year just based off these 2 factors? Because this is a different era of football, and you obviously need to be able to pass, but obviously the pass attack for the Jets is going to be a struggle this year. Do you think based off the personnel they have on offense and the personnel they have on defense, they could run the football and play defense enough to win enough games to be competitive this year?
Yes.
With Justin Fields'
100%.
mobility, with the running backs they have and the offensive line they have and the type of system they're going to build offensively, do you think they're going to be able to have like one of those top 5, top 7 running attacks with the defense that supports it enough to win enough games this year to be an actual good football team?
Define winning
I asked
enough
Troy.
games. Define winning enough games.
By
Put a
B, I'll
number.
say this is defined. Ready? We're in the hunt in December. We're just in
9
the
games.
graphic. We're
9
competitive.
games.
Yeah, we're in that range. We're winning. We're like in December. We're just like in the race for a wild card spot. That's all I'm saying. I'm asking.
Yeah,
a
you
question.
think they can win 9 games?
I don't. I feel like your early schedule is tough. Like you guys are gonna get off to a shaky start, but you got some easy ones towards the end. So you're gonna pick up. Look, I'd say this based on what you're saying, Richie. I do believe that. I do believe you can win a lot of games like that. Like you can definitely be competitive that way, and that's why you had to go get Harrison Phillips because for that strategy to work, you can't let teams run on you.
Yeah.
And Harrison Phillips, no, TD, just real quick on this. This is why it's going to be amazing for them because he knows that to get the best out of this defense, he needs Quinnen to cook one-on-one. That's the best matchup in football. You got a dominant defensive tackle. That's the most because everybody's got interior offensive linemen. Almost every team's got interior offensive linemen that are just guys that are not above average. They're going. You can pick on them. There's too many linemen that have consistently have to play. And there's too many injuries. Exactly.
Dion.
When you have a guy like Quinnen Williams and you can give him opportunity, Harrison Phillips a problem. TD knows this. When you have a guy like that and you can give him opportunities to get one-on-one, that's going to be an issue for everybody. So for that reason, that reason alone, we already saw the Jets be competitive in that way. They didn't win a lot, but I saw it with Zach Wilson. They were competitive with us when we won 9 games. We won at the very end of that game. Y'all hung around with Zach Wilson because we scored 13 points on the road in that one. You can absolutely win games like that, Richie. I don't know about 9, but you can absolutely win games like that.
And listen, I am not by any
Okay.
stretch of imagination comparing the Jets to the Super Bowl champions, but what the Eagles did prove last year is that you can win a Super Bowl with the number 1 ranked offense in running the ball and a number 1 defense with a pass attack ranked 29th.
Y'all not gonna be no number 1 running offense in the NFL.
I never said that we will be.
Feels good.
Then why
All
you
I'm
comparing
saying,
them? Why you
my point
comparing
is
them?
though, and this could be a segue to a new topic. Do you think the Philadelphia Eagles, the way they won the Super Bowl, is transitioning the NFL to less of a pass-happy league? Because we're coming from like the 2020s, like 5 years ago, it was pass-happy. Everyone was throwing the ball all over the place. Don't you think the Eagles last year proved that with an elite run game, playing old-school style football that set up the play action, that's a new era? I mean, that's different type of football that the Eagles won a Super Bowl with, and people did not see that coming at all.
I think the Eagles won a Super Bowl because they got the smartest 3 guys coaching the team, from the head coach, offense and defensive coordinator.
The
Because
roster as well. But
in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs did a good job stopping that run as well.
yeah, but also getting to the Super Bowl. It's not just winning the Super Bowl.
Well,
but
no, I
getting
mean,
there.
I get that too. I mean,
Well,
it's a great balanced team. I mean, that's the way you want it. It's just hard to build a team like that.
Yeah,
And I
but it's
keep
not
telling
as
people-
balanced from the perspective of, they're top 10 in passing and top 10 in rushing. They're bottom in the league in passing,
Richie, let me help
number
you here.
1 in rushing.
Let me add to your case.
because
Look
the
at the
passing
Bears'
is 10.
offensive stats when they had Fields. Look at where they finished in rushing with Fields. Every year they were at the top. Every year they were at the
Passing
top.
last.
Fields changes the game as a quarterback. Rushing football, you're going to be top of the league. You're going to be near the top of the league this year, no doubt, unless he changes how he plays.
And also, I don't think
That's why I said that.
I don't think that's Philly's blueprint to be just led by the run and the pass be down. I think what happens is Jalen Hurts' abilities allow him to be selective and not take unnecessary chances throwing the football. If that's a tight one, hey, let me run. Because he
Yeah.
also his
And that's
mobility as well.
That's the positive of having a dual threat quarterback like Jalen Hurts.
Richie really think that's what they got. Really?
I don't know, man.
Oh my gosh, man, Dion, you be capping because you saw
No,
that.
no.
I know they schedule right in front of your face, and you don't see more than 6 wins.
I could see them getting 6. I could see them getting 6.
That's,
Look at the back end of that
that's
schedule.
about it. You don't
got it.
see
I didn't say
more than
nine.
6 wins on that schedule.
I didn't say they get 9. I didn't say they get 9.
Well, 2 wins against Miami.
Now
Y'all
you
get
got-
Miami one
well,
time. Y'all get Miami.
They not
one time.
even going to sweep the Patriots, and that's the problem.
Now we'll split the Patriots, sweep the Dolphins, split with the Bills.
Man, stop, Rich. You
They-
say that every year. And I can't believe you say you're going to sweep us. It's at least be a gentleman and say, we'll split with the
Swept.
Dolphins, at least be in that delusion.
Swept.
Yeah, time will tell, man.
With
Listen,
your-
man, any roster cuts around the NFL that you all noticed that have been shocking to you before we go to our last Patreon members? Is there anyone, Dion, is like, wow, he's available now?
Not really. I think the Jacoby Meyer news is interesting, right? Weren't they? They didn't let him go, but isn't he like going to get? And I thought this with Adam Thielen yesterday too. That the Vikings were trying to make that trade for Adam Thielen. They've made like 4 trades at this point to just get draft capital, and they haven't come to an agreement. For Carolina, that doesn't seem to make any sense. I don't know why you let go of him. He's been the dude. I mean, if you're going to
Well, Carolina say they didn't want to. They didn't want to trade him.
So, but
So-
it sounds like it's going to go down.
And
But
they
they're gonna
probably
give up a
offer
lot
more
for
and
it.
more.
Yeah, they're like so that's the news I see. What was the Jacoby Myers thing? Am I wrong on that? I thought they like had him out there for trade right now, or maybe they did let him go.
I thought he was waived.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. I know that was that's kind of surprising.
What about you, Richie? Anything out here surprising you right now, or just business as usual?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that's getting cut that some fan bases are upset with. I mean, just like from a Jets perspective, there's some undrafted free agents that we're cutting that some fans within the Jets community wanted to make the team. But I think that there's not really major big time news. I mean, like some of the tight ends, Jelani Woods from the Colts, I think is an interesting guy that's now available. If you're in the tight end sphere, I liked him coming out of college. Greg Dulcich as well, that got released from the Giants, I think is another good quality tight end that could be available. And, you know, the big news is the Jacoby Myers trade request. Is that going to be an actual trade, or is it going to be one of those things where it's just starting the negotiation to get a real contract extension with the Vegas Raiders? So, time will tell, but 4 p.m., 2 hours from now, is when the initial 53-man roster gets cut down. And I did want to give a big shout out real quick because I don't know if this is a record-breaking show. Correct me if I'm wrong, TD, but 415 live viewers right now. 415 live viewers. Folks, if you're just tuning in for the first time and you're not subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate it if you can simply hit the like button, man. Smash the like button as we are breaking down all the latest NFL news and updates right here on Fourth and Forever. I want to remind everybody that this show is live 5 days a week. 5 days a week. We are live here on the Roundtable Sports YouTube channel, and we are really excited to make this the flagship show on the face of the planet, on the internet. Okay, so make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. We're trying to get to 21,000 subscribers before the start of the season. Do you think we can do it? That will be pretty dope, man. Let's do it. Shout out to everybody, man. This has been a joy to build.
Speaking of a joy, it's a joy every time we get to speak to each and every one of you, especially our Patreon members. So don't forget, if you want to join the Patreon and be a part of the show, you can come in, ask a question, say your piece, or whatever, however you want to interact. Click the link in the description of the video, join the Patreon so that we can interact best with you. We're all ball knowers, so let's have some good times having good football conversation. Speaking of Patreon, we have King Lowski in the building. What's up, brother?
It's the Fourth and Forever crew. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Doing excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I just can't sit up here and let Tony just blasphemy, just shoot out his mouth. First of all, son, the last time we seen y'all, we whooped y'all, okay? And don't think no Rasul Douglas is finna save that cornerback room because y'all are pure trash, okay? And you talk about quarterback bum, you got about 3 quarterbacks over there that's all trash, okay? You got damaged goods with Tua, you got a child at Zach Wilson, and you got who knows what yours is, okay? Pure trash, okay? Son, don't ever speak on the Jets until you beat us, okay? Because the last time we seen y'all, we whooped y'all, okay? Don't get it twisted, Tony. Just chill. Dose Dion, it's good to see you, my brother. Richie, you already know the business, baby. Yes.
My guy.
Why do Jets fans think they beat us the last time when we just was like, let y'all have it because the Chiefs?
TD, you notice something I noticed about you? You do not handle defeat well.
What do you mean?
You have to deflect and make every single reason in the world to not just like sit down and take an L.
Y'all don't take context well. We literally, Tyreek showed you. We literally
first thing, yesterday, Shador Sanders looks bad. Yeah, but this, yeah, but that, yeah, but this, yeah, but that, but this, but that.
It was
Miami Dolphins, they lose to the Jets. Yeah, but this, yeah, but that. Take the L and move
argument, Richie. But come on, man. Are y'all really taking a victory lap on the last week of the season when none of us were making the playoffs? Are you really doing that when Tyreek quit in the game? Really?
I mean, we beat you in that game. Why can't you just admit it and just move on?
Come on. All right, you know what y'all won? Y'all won 1 out of what? 10? 2 out of 10 maybe in the last.
And let's be straight up, man. You know that we should have beat y'all in Miami. That game was for our event. Oh,
I ain't got no comment. No comment.
You know that should have been a Jets win, man.
No comment. Man, before we get out of here today, Dion, man, in the entire NFL, I just want to ask you before we go.
We ain't going nowhere. What do you mean before
outside of the Lions, what team do you think that the league needs to be on the lookout for? The team no one's talking about, but this is the team, they're going to be a serious threat this year.
All right, I got one that comes to mind. I like that we hit
besides
on
Miami. Besides Miami.
Of course, yeah. I was going to say that for you. Of course, we think Tampa Bay because I think that one's interesting. They're so consistent. But I'm going to go Houston. Really? I definitely believe in CJ Stroud, so I think he's going to cook this season. I think they have the fastest defense in football. Like the way that they play on that side is an absolute problem. So I completely believe in that. I think, we saw what they did to the Chargers this past year in the playoffs. I didn't expect that. I thought they had a puncher's chance against Kansas City. I thought they had a real shot in that game, and they just got decimated at receiver, unfortunately, throughout the year. They went through it last year. That's the type of team that I think last year is going to make them stronger and better. They have some of the best weapons in football. The O-line, I know it's all over the place, but they invested a lot. They are just now forcing those young guys to step into that room. Before, we knew who they were. Now we don't really know who these guys are. But Ursery starting at left tackle, who they drafted this year. They have Scruggs in there. They got Blake Fisher. I think that team, as long as some of those dudes hit, that team's going to be a problem. I'll take Houston.
You think they have enough weapons, though?
Yes.
Are they banged up, or am I?
They're probably
another team.
I think they are a little banged up. But, it's a full season. They'll be all right. And at running back, now they got Nick Chubb in there, so they have him mixed in with Mixon when he eventually gets back. I love that. I love the coach, too. I think they have a fantastic coach. I think that team's a handful for everybody.
Well, flip side of that question, and then I'm going to get the same, too, with Richie. So, Dion, team that's being right now, everybody has them at the top of the mountain, but this year, they probably are going to fall. Other than Buffalo. Buffalo.
Of course. It's Washington. Washington's going to fall this year. I wouldn't be shocked if they missed the playoffs. I don't think that'd be that surprising this year. And no, I'm the hater because I'm the Lions fan. Whatever, man. Just let it play out this year. I don't think Washington's
They got Laramie Tunsil. They bring in Debo. I mean, don't they get better?
You get under his pads. You get under Tunsil's pads. There's a reason they traded him. You get under his pads. You can give him some proud. He plays so tall. You get under his pad a little bit. You a little dip move. He knows about that. He knows. Debo Samuel, he was good like 3 years ago. So, look, man, this is a very old team. They're going to be injured this year. It's going to happen, unfortunately, because they're old. And because of that, I thought offensively they were not overly complex in their passing game. I'm sure they're going to try to crank that up this year, but their run game, to me, is what's special. That's what made them special last year, similar to what the Jets could do, but they were so versatile in what their run game was this past year. I don't think they want to put Jaden in harm's way. That's going to be the key. They'll beat a lot of the bad teams, but I don't expect them to do what they did in so many of the big situations, third and long, beating the good teams, winning all these close games. I don't expect that to carry over this year. I think they're going to take a step back, may miss the playoffs.
Wow.
Plus, it's a great division.
All right, Richie, give me the team that you think is going to take off this year.
Yeah, I like the Atlanta Falcons. I think Michael Penix, when he came in at the end of the season last year, he kind of just took that offense and ran with it, showed a lot of confidence and poise. And now that he has had a full off season to kind of learn this system, I love his weaponry around him, man. He got arguably the best running back duo in the NFL besides Brees and Breeland in Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson. Drake London, you can argue the most underrated wide receiver in the league, had the most quiet 1,000-yard season in the league last year. I mean, I really do like the Atlanta Falcons. That's a team to watch out for. And then I really just am going to be consistent with my take. I mean, Miami's just going to implode this year. Like, this is the year where
we weren't at the top, Richie. Any team.
How many games you won last year?
9. No, we won 8. We won 8.
You won 8 games last year? Cut that in half.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Can we be serious ever, Richie, when you talk about the Dolphins?
You're never serious when you talk about the Jets, first of all. McDaniel's getting fired in week 6. Like, it's going to be that bad.
4 wins for the Dolphins, and we played the Jets twice.
You want that to happen, man. Bro.
Stop it.
You don't want this, bro. You need the implosion. I mean, honestly, a 4-win season would be way better for the Miami Dolphins' future than a 9-win season.
Hey, I'm not knocking that.
I'm just saying, if you win 9 games, just mix the playoffs, Tua's healthy all 17 games, then what? What's the offseason move? Build around Tua again. Yeah, good luck with that. Whoa, Tua. I mean, the whole league is shaking their boots. Come on. Let's be honest with ourselves here. But all jokes aside, another team, and I'm going to go back to a team that I think could take a step forward because there's so many people out there expecting to take a step backwards. Denver Broncos.
Forward.
Yeah. Everyone's like, oh, the Broncos, Bo Nix is going to have a sophomore slump. You know who's saying that? Patriots fans, because they're upset that Bo Nix is better than Drake May. By the way, just saying. Bo Nix, everyone's like, yeah, Bo Nix had like an overachiever. But what if Bo Nix gets better? What if the Denver Broncos improve? Like, they could legit be a squad to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And I think people are assuming that they're going to take a step back without even digging deep into like who their coach is. Sean Payton, a heck of a head coach. And what he did last year with Bo Nix, and Sean Payton's offense is really hard to understand that system. It's complex as ever. And the fact that Bo Nix was able to get comfortable as the season went on the way that he did, extremely impressive. So I don't know if they're going to take a step forward because they got a big bar to achieve because they got to make the playoffs and do all that all over again. But Man, that's a team, man. That's a team that's like, dude, you look at this conference of the AFC, it's stacked. Ooh, look at Dion. Ooh, I'm in the NFC. Weak conference.
We got
You're lucky.
a tougher conference in the
I don't
AFC.
think it's
No, you don't.
It's not tougher than the AFC, but it's man, the NFL.
You got no tougher.
It's
Who do you got to get through in the NFC? The Eagles?
First and foremost. No, this is a better conference. This is a better conference.
No, it's not.
TD,
That's not up for debate.
Put it in
I
the
think
chat, ladies and gentlemen.
absolutely.
NFC or AFC?
Here's what
Tougher
happens.
conference.
Everybody in the AFC and TD, this is literally TD's points. And TD, you should back me on this. What you say about the Bills? Bills are only good because of Josh Allen, right? That's what you say. Not the roster. It's Josh Allen. That's what the AFC is built on. They got like a 5-headed monster at quarterback.
Yeah.
And that's great. No, that's great. But the well-roundedness of the NFC is a problem. There are not bad There's like 12 great rosters in the NFC.
Yeah, but quarterbacks is everything. Okay, you got to get through Patrick Mahomes. You got to get through Lamar Jackson. You got to get through Joe Burrow if he's making the playoffs. You got to get through Josh Allen. You got to get through
Jalen Hurts because Mahomes got smoked.
Yeah, that's one.
Well, there's only
Jalen
one.
Hurts.
There's only one game.
Hey, but Josh Allen put up 45 on the Lions.
Yeah, but Didi, you just said we were hurt. Didi, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I can't get that bum no credit.
I mean, come on, man. AFC is way tougher.
It's not better than the NFC, but it's got good quarterbacks. It does. I think this is the debate that needs to be had on this show because I hear this all the time and I completely disagree with it. Completely disagree.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of people look at the roster.
Rank the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC.
I don't think it matters.
With no order. Just give me the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC right off the top of your head.
Well, we'll throw Hurts in there. Hurts, Goff. I throw.
Yeah, obviously. What do you mean we'll throw him in there? Like he's number 1.
I'm trying to think. There's a lot going on here.
Hurts,
top in the NFC.
Goff.
Do we want to throw Dak?
It should be easy. It's Hurts, Goff.
I throw Daniels.
Dak, Daniels.
Yeah, Daniels.
And then
AFC,
who are we missing?
NFC East.
Baker?
Southwest. Yeah, put Baker in there. No,
So all 5 of those?
Stafford's definitely in there. My bad.
Stafford. Okay, so all 5 of those are like below like all the top.
Yeah, but what does
And then
that
let's
mean?
rank the AFC quarterbacks. Those are all like
I
know what I'm
don't
trying to
even
say?
disagree with you, but I'm just saying it's a team sport. So team wise, there's better teams in the NFC than there is in the AFC. That's what I'm trying to say. There's really good
point on
quarterbacks.
both ways. The quarterbacks dominate the AFC, but those rosters in the NFC are legitimate.
I
Like
saw the Rams play the Eagles. That was
I can think of 10 teams with really nice rosters in the NFC.
oh, do
Think
you know
about
who
the
else
upset,
came into
too.
the AFC? Geno. It's another quarterback.
Oh my goodness. All
That's-
right. See that? Yeah, but we got what we get. We get Sam Darnold. So we
Ooh,
actually
it's my boy Sammy D. Now he stayed in the NFC. Watch out for those Seahawks this year, man. I'm telling you right now, don't sleep on them. Now, speaking of that type of stuff, I got to let you guys know about RotoWire because RotoWire is the #1 fantasy draft kit tool. Tonight, I have a fantasy draft with my college friends, and I'm really excited about it. And I wanted to ask you guys a question. Do you think Jamar Chase is the #1 option? Like you're drafting him #1? Because these are the draft picks. Okay, this is the projections. And I have, in my league next week, I have, I think, the 10th pick. And and I did a mock draft last night. What's your guys' thoughts, speaking of the Raiders, of Ashton Genty in fantasy football?
Unknown. Unknown. Like I wouldn't take that chance.
You wouldn't take
unless I
Ashton
absolutely
Genty
have to.
late in the first round?
I would.
You don't see
it's
him
the
as
Raiders,
that Pete
they gotta run
Carroll,
the
that Pete
football.
Carroll type of mindset with Marshawn Lynch, just bell cow, just give him the ball 30 times a game, old school, like volume.
Put it like this: the unknown would make you take the next best available over him.
Would you think Malik Neighbors is an unknown? Puka Nakua? Like, this is where I'm going to be choose between Genty, Neighbors, Puka, Nico Collins, Devon A-Chain. I mean, I have such a bad pick.
Don't go A-Chain. You're
I
gambling.
know.
I mean, if he didn't have his current injury, it wouldn't be a gamble, but it's a gamble right now.
It's tough, man. I got the 10th pick in my draft, and I'm kind of worried. I don't know who to go with, but if you guys want to check out RotoWire, it's the ultimate fantasy football tool. You guys can sign up today with 15% off with our code RTS. You guys can sync your fantasy football league with RotoWire. So whether you're on Sleeper or ESPN or NFL or Yahoo, however you use your fantasy football league, when you sign up for RotoWire, you can literally sync your league with RotoWire, and it gives you everything you need to know. It is easily the number one draft tool on the internet. You got your draft assistant. You can make your own draft kit. You can see the depth charts live. Everything you need regarding fantasy football is right here on RotoWire. So make sure you guys go check that out.
And
with the code
RotoWire will
RTS.
actually help you decide who the best option is at 10. So
Yeah, I know.
That's what I love about it. So make sure you go check it out, guys. It will really be a good tool that helps you with your league. I mean, make smart decisions. I love it because it thinks just like me, and I always win mine. So yeah. But
sure.
I never gave mine, Richie.
You're what?
My team that I think was at the
go
bottom that's going to rise to the top, and vice versa. The team that I think that's going to make the biggest rise this year is the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears are a sleeper wild card team nobody's talking about. Now that's the real coordinator that the Lions lost.
I think everyone's talking about the Bears.
Yeah, but that's the team that's going to rise to the top. I think they even have a chance of winning that division potentially. So we shall see. Oh my gosh,
It is.
really?
We're gonna say things like this, TD. This is
You got to duck a little bit.
Oh man! All right, man. In the team that's people got him at the top, going to be at the bottom. Call me a hater all you want, but I am putting this on everything this year. I'm telling y'all, the Bills are going to implode. I am telling y'all. Y'all think I'm doing that because I don't like them. We all
And that's
know
with
I
the
don't
healthy
like
Josh
them,
Allen.
but it doesn't matter. The truth is, the Bills are going to win 9 games this year, and that's imploding for them. And they're going to miss the playoffs. That's still good. Bills fans, stop getting mad at me. 9 wins is still a compliment. It's more than you lost, but that's what's going to happen. It's going to shock everybody. Ooh, the Bills missed the playoffs. Dolphins get in. Patriots wild card. Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
Wow.
So,
well, that's a bold take from TD.
yeah,
Let's
I've been
get into
telling y'all for the last few weeks, but y'all going to see. But we have another Patreon member in the building, the one, the only Glenn. What's up, man?
Hey, Dion, I do have a question for you.
Yes,
Who beat you in the playoffs last year?
the Washington Commanders.
So are you being like Dan and rooting against the team because you can handle them?
Yes,
No.
he is.
No, see, this is the thing. I feel like I'm in a box. I can't just be honest. No, I no issue with Washington.
You thinking they don't lose, hoping they lose? Because Dan does that too.
I would actually like to see him again. That's where I'm at with it. I'd like to see that team again. So hopefully they win. That way they can meet us there.
Okay, and then my question to Richie is,
Uh-oh.
when has the Jets beat Tua?
Well, that doesn't say much. The Jets have been absolutely atrocious the last few years.
When has the Jets beat Tua?
Well, Tua also runs from the Jets. He's hurt like every other time we verse him.
When has Jets beat Tua? Never?
Yeah, never.
Tua didn't play that game.
So until you do, don't talk. And I know you talk bad about our coach,
And whenever Tua doesn't play, we beat y'all.
but let's see what my coach has done since he came in the league. He went to the playoffs twice, and he should have went 3 times out of 3 years. So right now, he's actually a better coach than what you have.
Well, we have a coach that has never coached a game in the NFL yet. So obviously.
That's what I'm saying. Until you get a coach that you make the playoffs, don't talk about
that.
that.
Ain't happening. Jets ain't making no playoffs. That ain't happening.
All right, well, enjoy purgatory, Glenn, if that's what you're excited about.
Hey, you're in purgatory. Miami, you know, they at least compete to go to playoffs.
You used to.
No, it ain't no used to. Until they don't. They even competed last year.
Did they?
Yeah, they competed.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't beat the Jets to get in the playoffs at the end of the season, right?
Remember, they started 2-6 and got 2 and still at the end had a chance, not a good chance. I ain't gonna say that. Because Denver wasn't losing that game. But
Even if Denver
were
lost,
still
we
in
still
the
would have
wild
whooped you.
they were in the wild card picture. So you better put a little bit more credit on McDaniel's name.
All right, I'll put credit on McDaniel's name.
Thank
for
you, Glenn.
Thanks for the call. But, yeah, I mean, he's good at coaching offense. He also, let's not forget, was crying to Justin Fields, "Stop running on us," when he faced off against him.
Richie,
Justin, stop running on us, man. Why are you doing that?
Never, ever would it. Listen,
that happened.
Don't we play? When did we play y'all? Week 2 or 4?
Monday Night Football, Week 4 in Miami.
Yeah, prime time W. All right, man. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Fourth and Forever, another big time episode. Richie, what's your last thoughts before we get out of here?
We got Troy with us all week long. Make sure you guys go check out his YouTube channel, Dose of Dion. Also check him out on the NFC North Roundtable tomorrow night as he gets cooked by one bar throughout the entire show lately. But all jokes aside, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Fourth and Forever is the #1 daily NFL show. And shout out to everybody in the chat saluting. Shout out to everybody talking their trash and supporting their squads, because that's what the chat's all about.
Dion, thanks for coming through, man. What are your last thoughts to the people?
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. I'm excited to be on the show. Like I said, man, I'm always checking out all the content over here, so pretty pumped up when I get to be on it.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go check out Dose of Dion. He delivers amazing content on a regular basis consistently. So make sure you go over, subscribe, hit the like button, and watch the videos and interact and tell him where he's wrong. You know, he thinks the Lions winning the Super Bowl this year. So y'all,
isn't he the host of the Lions Roundtable as well? We got to get that channel started.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Well, we'll give you more information on that, because we have something in the works too. Behind the scenes, promo wise, but time will tell. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. This was a record breaking show with 421 people at one time. We continue to grow, do bigger and better things. We love you, love you, love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. We are out.